The printing press was invented in the late 1400s, and this had a significant influence on English culture and language. Books were carefully transcribed by hand before the printing press, which made them uncommon and expensive. So the printing press allowed for the mass production of books, which raised literacy rates and spread information more widely. So the printing press, again, significantly contributed to the stability and standardization of the English language in terms of linguistics. It played a crucial role in standardizing the English language. Prior to the printing press, English dialects were diverse and often mutually unintelligible, which contributed to linguistic cohesion and development of a more consistent written language.
These are the key arguments that impact the introduction of the printing press on English culture and language during the late 1400s. Increased access to information. The printing press made books and written materials more accessible to a broader audience. This increased access to knowledge contributed to the spread of ideas, education, and intellectual discourse. People had the opportunity to read and learn in their own language. Next is the literacy and education. The availability of printed materials encouraged a rise in the literacy rates. As more people learned to read, there was a growing interest in education, which transformed English culture by promoting intellectual exploration and a broader understanding of the world. Next is the religious impact. The English Reformation was greatly influenced by the printing press. The ability to mass-produce religious texts, such as the Bible, in English led to a wider dissemination of religious ideas and contributed to the separation of the Church of England from the Roman Catholic Church. Cultural exchange. The printing press facilitated the exchange of ideas between England and the rest of Europe. It allowed for the translation and distribution of works from other countries, enriching English culture with new concepts, vocabulary, and cultural influences. Next is the emergence of a literary tradition. The printing press enabled the growth of the English literary tradition. It played a crucial role in the rise of renowned authors like Geoffrey Chaucer and later William Shakespeare. Their work could be disseminated widely and became a vital part of English culture. Next is the political influence. The ability to publish political pamphlets and documents contributed to the political discourse of the time. It helped shape political opinions and played a role in events such as the Wars of the Roses and the Tudor dynasty's consolidation of power. Economic impact. The printing press also had economic implications, as it created a new industry. Printing houses and related businesses thrived, contributing to economic growth and employment opportunities.
In summary, the introduction of the printing press during the late 1400s had a profound and multifaceted impact on English culture and language. It fostered standardization, improved access to knowledge, stimulated literacy and intellectual pursuits, and played a pivotal role in shaping the religious, political, and cultural landscape of England during that era. Additionally, the ability of printed materials allowed for the quicker dissemination of information and ideas. This knowledge sharing promoted intellectual development by promoting conversations and arguments. The printing machine made it easier for religious materials, like the Bible, to be distributed, which gave people a direct way to interact with religious concepts. In turn, this had an impact on religious movements, such as the Protestant Reformation. Overall, throughout the late 1400s, the printing press transformed communication, education, and the dissemination of ideas in English culture. This had a long-lasting impact on the development of the English language and literature.